So I decided to add a little brother to my electric mobility transportation lineup. Let's check it out. All right, YouTube world, it's Ryan from Ride in Style. And under this blanket, I will be revealing what I decided to, I was looking into this for a little while, not so much for myself, but more for my son. You know, he's 12 years old, and I was thinking, all right, I kind of wanted an option for him to have something to take to school. So this is what I have. The Okai Neon Ultra electric scooter, and that's some of the specs there. And I'm just going to do an unboxing and kind of a reveal. Have any of you been looking into possibly investing in an electric scooter? If you have, leave a comment below and let me know some of the different scooters you were looking into. I was looking into the 9bots. There was Okai, there's other brands, NIU, there's so many really, and so many good ones, Dualtron and Inline, or you know, but this, after all my reviews and everything that I looked into and reading, you know, all the comments and everything, I decided to go with this one. So I'm gonna open it up. Let's see what's in the box. Right. So what I did notice that a lot of companies are doing now is they're just giving you a QR code to get an installation video instead of providing, I mean, there's going to be an owner's manual, but I guess videos work better. So this is what it looks like in the initial unpacking. It's mostly assembled already from what I understand. And the reason I chose this one is for a couple of reasons. I mean, it has a good amount of power. It can basically transport me if I wanted it. I think it goes up to like 265 for the weight in transportation, and it's foldable, as well as it's pretty lightweight. It's just under 50 pounds. Some of the other ones that I was looking at that were very comparable with the power output and the size went over 70 pounds. And I just thought, you know, if this is for my son, he's going to have to be hauling this thing around, you know, if he takes it to school. I didn't want something too heavy, but I'm just doing the unboxing right now, taking out a couple boxes, and then we'll see what they are. All right, so once I pulled it out, it was pretty much like this. This is the 98% assembly. A couple of boxes. That box there will have your charger. This box will have the owner's manual, a little toolkit, as well as this piece here to go onto the handlebar. So it's got a little kickstand there. The next step, I'll be installing the handlebar into the stem here, and then adding that, connecting a few wires. It's pretty straightforward. Let me just get to it. So there's a little latch under here that has to be, I think it's pulled up or unlocked that way. I'll need two hands basically. Or let me see if I can do it this way. No, I'll need two hands, but there's the lock and unlock latch, and this stands up like so. And then once it's all the way up, I noticed that there's a little protection here where you actually have to, it's so tricky with one hand, push this lever down, and then it locks in place as like a safety. And in the lower tube is two harness connectors, and of course the other half of these wires will be located in there. Simply just connecting them, but before I do that, we're actually going to add this handlebar piece here, like so, right over the handlebar stem there. Pretty straightforward, connecting the two harnesses and just kind of putting them back into this upper tube and securing it into the lower tube. And then with the toolkit, the last step will be putting this screw here using this Allen wrench to lock those in place. It also comes with a little looks like air excuse me, air hose adapter here, so not bad so far. Also, what's neat about this one is that it comes with this little card which acts like a key, and it's to be pressed there. It's almost like a fingerprint scanner, but it's got its own unique identifier there. And that's what will allow this scooter to be turned on and off. You don't have to worry about keys dangling or falling out, as long as that little blue card here is kept in a safe spot, and it's got a little key ring hole right there. That's pretty neat. One of the safety features, and just looking at it, I mean, it's got a bell that it comes with. It's cute. And then it's got this finger thumb throttle there. It does have turn signals also on the facing backwards, also facing forward there. It's a full suspension, so these are the rear suspension there. It's a 10-inch tire, so you can see the motor is here in the rear wheel. There are all-wheel drive, or where there's two motors, but those are so heavy, and the top speed and performance is so minimal. To me, it's not worth the extra weight. It does have a tail light / brake light there, and overall, I mean, just looking at it, it's a pretty robust looking scooter. It's not one of the small ones that you'll see at like maybe a Walmart or Target that you'll buy for your little children. I mean, this is basically made for teenagers and adults. This is a scooter that's made to commute. And as you can see on the box there, it's got some underlighting there, so maybe some accent lighting. Let's see, you can see it under there. I'd have to charge the battery to see before I turn this on. That's side reflectors on the front, and also there on the front and the rear. So this was literally just a quick unboxing video and install. I'm gonna get the battery charged and maybe do a future video where I actually ride this thing. It's pretty robust. I mean, a top speed of 24 miles per hour, it might not seem crazy. I'm not trying to ride this on the road, but if my son's gonna be taking it to school on a sidewalk or whatever, and it's got a pretty decent range too. It's like 43.5 miles on a single charge. And I don't know, I mean, I don't know what else you could really ask for in a commuting scooter that it's also kind of fun to ride. It's just a whole nother animal compared to, you ride a bike, it's fun. I have a motorcycle, that's fun in its own way. And now you have a scooter, something that's a little bit more risque maybe. There's no, not much protection. That is definitely something to consider. But what do you guys think? I mean, do you think e-scooters are up and coming? I mean, when I was stationed in Texas, in Austin, they had these back in like 2018, 2019, where you could rent them. They were just left all over the place. You put your credit card information, and before you know it, you're just riding a scooter. And when you're done, or the battery dies, you just dump it on the sidewalk, and there's trucks that would come around and pick it up. So this isn't anything new, but I feel like it's slowly starting to make its presence known, especially for people that live in like urban communities where you have a lot of apartments and high rises and those types of things where, or walk-ups, where you have to take something like this up to your apartment through an elevator or whatever. It's not as robust. It's not as heavy as trying to put a bike in there. So let me just try to unfold it real quick and show you what it looks like folded. So again, this is the lever here. It needs to be pushed down first, and then it can be pulled out. And once it's pulled out, I'm gonna just, once it's pulled back, then the scooter, you can just drop it there. I don't know if these handlebars are folding, probably not. I know there were some that this part here like folds down, but that's an extra mechanism. So this is what it looks like folded. And once you have it folded, it automatically locks in place. So what I'm able to do now is just grab it and pick it up and take it where I have to go. And there's the little kickstand right there just for balance. So this is how much space it's gonna take. If you live in an apartment, or your garage, or even if you drive somewhere, and maybe you have to park far away from where you work, and maybe there's free parking, you know, a couple blocks away, but you have to pay for parking at your workplace. This is an option. You know, you could park far away, put this in your trunk, take it to work. I mean, you know, it just basically expands the options that's available to you. But I just wanted to do this short video. Yes, this is another addition to the e-transportation family of mine with my Wired and Road Warrior by Fabulous e-bikes. Now I have this e-scooter. Is this the one and only? Is this the end all be all? Or is this like a starter? You know, I don't know. Time will tell. Like I said, there are all-wheel drive scooters too that can basically get you to 40 or 50 miles per hour, and I've seen them already on the road. Is that something I'm interested in? Probably not, but never say never. All right, guys. So what do you think about this little addition to the e-mobility family, little e-scooter? I actually have a neighbor who has one, and he literally rides it every day just to go check the mail. I can walk to the mailbox, but what I'm saying is it's cool to have. It gives you another option where maybe a bike might be a little too much. You have a scooter, and I like it so far. I haven't even ridden it yet, but I love the opportunities that it presents as a side, a different experience in and of itself. So anyway, I do thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up, leave a like, leave a comment if this is something you've considered in, if you've looked into other e-scooters. Tell me which ones you've considered, and if you own one, leave it below. I'm sure there are other people that are considering this as well. And if you haven't been considering it and you're watching this video, maybe you might start considering it. Be careful when you start looking into it. I'm telling you, it gets a little addicting. Thank you all again for watching. This is Ryan from Riding in Style.
Yeah.